So here's the second battery. Got that put together. I also decided to put an aluminum angle frame on the bottom here, and this is going to connect right up with the other one right beside it. And then the idea is that I'll use some lags and screw this down. There's some plywood where the water heater used to be attached, so I'm just going to attach it directly to that again, and I might add a strap just for extra safety. But that's going to be my battery pack. 2 of these batteries hooked up in parallel, and then they each have their own battery management system, so it should work out pretty well. This is going to be the cover. I just decided, since this is underneath the sink, I should probably have some kind of a cover for this. So the idea is that this, I'll have an enclosure that attaches. Imagine back here is the side of the boat. It'll attach here, slope down, and go over to the front. Cover these just in case they get splashed, which they shouldn't, but you never know. So I've gone ahead and marked some lines on here. I fabricated a lot of things here, as you can see. I did this bracket just using a drill press, and I have one of these saws which you can pick up from Harbor Freight for a pretty reasonable price. Highly recommend one of these band saws. It's super handy for, I mean, this one's for metal, but of course it cuts plastic and most other things, so it's very useful. And of course I also got that from Harbor Freight, and I've had it for years, so probably $60, 50 bucks. Good for making brackets, sanding off the aluminum and the flash afterwards, for making that sort of thing. So yeah, those are some really useful tools, and tools that I started my shop with when I was probably about 13 or 14. And then of course, you know, you're gonna get other stuff that is useful for a variety of other things. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to form this. So I've already cut this, or I've already cut this to the right length, so when I fold it up at the end, it's going to be shaped, it's going to be the right dimensions. So I have these little lines that I drew, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make a die out of these pieces of aluminum that I have. The idea here is that you're going to use these as a die to fold this with. So I'm going to try to set these up and clamp them down, and then I'll try to fold that upwards to form it, to fold it into the cover shape I need. Okay, so here's my shield, or my battery shield all folded up. So the funny thing about this, I thought I might need a press brake. I tried to set up some aluminum pieces and clamps and whatnot, and I found that the easiest thing to do actually is to simply fold it like a piece of paper, and then you stand on it and walk along that seam. And if you weigh like a normal adult weighs, pretty easy with this thin Lexan to form it and fold it, kind of like a sheet of paper. So at this point, it is quite like a sheet of paper, and you can kind of adjust it as needed. But the basic idea is that. So I'll trim this, and then that'll protect it. Pretty excited about how that turned out. Pretty easy to do. All right.